Greetings adventurers, hail warriors. This will be a very special World of Warcraft Classic Plus Easter egg. Sneak peek preview, but spoiler alert, it's not a spoiler of the upcoming future and decade for Classic Plus. Long back then, when the first spark started, we placed stuff on the bullet board, brainstorming on the drawing board, having our design philosophies and a clearer picture for the upcoming decade to come. We are allowed to slightly tease some of that history, so don't be really excited, cause since then everything has been in fluid motion, recreated, remade, rethought 3 times, and we still have one more shot to make it right and recreate it again. But we are damn sure with our approach we are bringing the absolute best for you to enjoy on launch day. On year 4 you'll be excited, on year 6 you'll shit bricks, and on year 10 you'll have life filled with absolute best memories in Azeroth. I am the chef neuroscientist at Blizzard Entertainment for Team Classic Plus. I was hired because my brains are so large I physically sit on them, and the high potassium diet is managed well enough that brains are in somewhat well shaped, but still physically sitting on them there are some nuisances. While working on Classic Plus, the main responsibilities were your brain. As you play the game, you enjoy the heck out of it, sometimes you don't like. People quit and they relapse, some quit forever, somehow died while playing the game. It is all reflected in the brain. As we're building this large massive project for the upcoming decade, we have to micro and macro manage every intricate boring detail of this electricity in your brain. Microvolts, the little and longer intervals between pain and pleasure. We'll be going through some of it in this blueprint, and we will showcase you the most exciting part. These ancient scrolls from back then when I will present to you as if and maybe. While still brainstorming at the drawing board, one of the team members said there needs to be a comeback. So for Classic Plus we are having a motto: you think you do not, but you will do. World of Warcraft Classic from 2004 is being resurrected in 2027 as a Classic Plus format. This time players will be stuck at level 60 for the next decade and more to come. With this massive uptaking, we have major challenges to overcome. One of them is the gaming industry. 2 decades of games have gone through players' hands and everyone has been rewarded with different new systems, and this overall dulls the player experience coming into Classic Plus. Other challenge is the World of Warcraft community. They are so hardcore, the game is being played with blindfolds, with no deaths, while pulling multiple mobs 5 to 10 levels higher and just zooming through from 1 to 60. So one major change coming into Classic Plus is the items are being squished by at least half. So if you're a solo speed leveler trying to zoom through from 1 to 60, naturally this boulder will be rolled uphill and you will encounter more and more challenge on your way to 60. New stuff, brain excited. Familiar stuff, brain safe. As we're building this new and long, never before seen journey for the decades to come, we have to be very specific about set and setting for the world map and the timeline where we will be. So right before Burning Crusade campaign starts and Dark Portal is lit, that's where we will be in our timeline. But the classic Azeroth map, we will have the 2 classic continents, Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms, as if they were in Wrath of the Lich King expansion. So whatever was on the map there will be present on launch. And also we are launching with up to 25 new zones and mini zones, never before seen areas. Unlike Cataclysm Revamp, we are creating brand new content, so about 5 expansions worth of content is being plopped on the world map and is coming on launch day. Azeroth will be fully explorable. With the 2027 release, we are cranking the graphics all the way as much as we can. Players said, the community said they want no changes in graphics, they want this classic look. But no, we are not only cranking the graphics, we are morphing the world and adjusting it, which allows for scenic view. We want to see a whole gallery of terabytes of classic Azeroth never before seen. New angles and the old angles which you have not seen before in such a way. As you enter Shimmering Flats for 500th time, now first time in Classic Plus, you will have a brand new experience, a feeling the creator will capture you as if you enter it for the first time. So some zones, we don't even have to change much in the zone. You will enter it and feel it like it's your first time in there. Familiarity and new. As a veteran player, you've seen and loved classic zones for tens of thousands of times. But with changes coming in Classic Plus, as you venture through the zones, the soul of the zone, the familiarity of layout will be untouched, but the whole experience and the feel of it, even for a veteran player, it will be brand new and captivating. The little extensions we're adding to classic Azeroth zones that you've seen before, imagine as a tree grows, it has now new branches, new stories, extended stories, and the whole tree is now larger and more fruitful. The resurrected 2004 World of Warcraft Classic journey into 2027 Classic Plus journey. After the little intro cinematic explaining you why selecting an orc was the right choice, the all of Azeroth is yours. With one caveat, your experience bar has taken a rank 3 Frostbolt, meaning the experience gains from general monster kills and quests is reduced by up to 3 times. But we are not lazily making you a cripple, we are supplementing the world with fruitful RPG and exciting combat elements, like some of the quests will be now rewarding bunch more experience than they used to before, and this old school world safe 1 versus 1, 1 versus 2 combat will now be changed into more dynamic engaging combat. As you exit your starting area, you will notice the mobs are now chained a bit closer together and you will be forced to fight 1 versus 2 versus 3 and even bigger packs much more often. And with the stat squish, this combat will generally be harder for solo players. But on the other hand, as player with a group, the group combat now will be more exciting. There will be more meat and it will be more harder, so everybody can like bring more to the table instead of instantly vaporizing monsters one by one. And also there's a dynamic element as you're fighting these new packs, the new monster pathing. Sometimes you will be sideswiped, sneaked up on and surprised by additional monsters or packs. So as you fight your 1 versus 3 plus packs, there will be new monsters or packs pathing, and your 1 versus 3 plus can change into up to 1 versus 12. The new Azeroth you will be daring to challenge on your own or taking it safe with your group members. Now in general it will be filled with more loot, but this drags the value down on the trade goods that drop in the world. Thus we are dropping the trade good drop chances out in the world, and by default we're making their value up. But we're doubling down on the value and we're adding a lot of secret recipes around the world that you can discover that will have a bunch more use cases for these trade goods. So from the bottom tier lowest till the very top, we went through all of the trade goods, we added some of the new, and it will have a ton more use cases, especially some of them that use a lot of them. So generally if something goes for the cheap and has like low value on the market, gets scooped up very quickly. The new adventurous world, the stat squish, we are not making it a struggle for you, we're making it a struggle for this speed leveler that wants to solo 1 to 60 as fast as possible without anything, just rowing it. But for you, the adventurer that likes to take these scenic views, just take a breath, make a fire, cook some meals. For you, we are providing you with plethora of additional character power options. All crafting professions have been fully revamped, starting with cooking. As you cook your meals, you will notice that each recipe that you train and learn, you can also cook a boosted meal version of any recipe. So each boosted meal takes up to 10 times more materials, has a shorter duration of a buff, but the buff is much stronger. Some of the lower tier cooking recipes have their boosted versions of meals so good that they carry quite well into the endgame. Crafting professions, they have much more value in general now, and also you can hunt for rare recipes in the world, which can craft items which compete with the dungeon level on even greater than dungeon level at those levels, and even greater than raid leveling gear. Addition of revamping all crafting professions. Each crafting profession now has additional specializations unlocked every 10 levels. So at level 60, couple of enchanters, they will vary from one another and provide different kinds of value for different kinds of players. So as an example, at level 10, As an enchanter, you will be training rune scribing specialization. So out of 3 different rune scribing specializations, you will select which kind of type of scrolls you want to imbue with magical properties. You can rank up the scrolls, create more powerful versions of them, and now you find these scrolls in the world. Scroll of Spirit providing +7 nothing now is very valuable for a rune scriber that is specialized into intellect and spirit. The leveling raids I mentioned before. Now the journey is much more adventurous and a bit longer. We are providing and supplementing it with additional challenging content for you that are eager to collect 40 additional players. For a full raid, we are providing you with 2 leveling raids called VC and the other one DC. So VC of course is Wailing Caverns, a raid version for 40 men, but thing is its bracket is from 25 to level 30. Thus, your 40-man raid group will have to channel at the instance entrance to check for eligibility, so no higher level players can boost you and provide you always with challenging leveling content. The DC, of course, is on the Alliance side, Duskwood Crypts. It will be a level 40 plus raid, and also Horde can join there, but the story is more for the Alliance. This of course is not all of it that we are brainstorming. We fleshed out it from zero to hero, the 10-year roadmap for Classic Plus, how we like first spark that we sparked it up and we set things into motion. Of course, since then till now everything still is in fluid motion and change, and lots will change. So one thing we are additionally adding to Classic Plus is a new revamped talent system. So for now, as you are slaying monsters, you will be gaining talent experience. So talent points are going on a separate experience bar, and starting around level 3 you will gain your first talent point, and in total you will be collecting up to 150 talent points, but each specialization will have around 300 places for those talent points to spend, so you will have around 150 choices to juggle with if you're going purely into one specialization. But also this new talent system, it allows for ultra hybrid builds. These weird type of builds where you can go deeply or halfway into the specialization and snatch a bunch of stuff from other specialization and mix and match your choices and flavors for the years to come, to min-max, to make weird builds, to have something fun, have always a choice. But in general, the abilities of base specializations are nerfed greatly, and through talent trees you will boost them gradually to prepare you for the treacherous world ahead and exciting raid content that will be bringing through the years to come. And we'll finish off with this old of an ancient scroll of a blueprint about our 10-year and more roadmap that we planned for Classic Plus back in the day. Now everything will be changed, but still, this is here. 10 years is a long time. Players will be stuck at level 60 through all this time. And in Classic Azeroth, and for even the hardest of players that want to play every day, for 10 years it's not very realistic. They will burn out, but we planned ahead, and this long 10-year plus journey, we planned the content scheduled release such that you will have these windows of opportunities with couple of months where you can take this rest and return back to the game without missing out on any new content releases. There will be some side content patches in between the raid content releases. Those you might miss out, but overall, general, if you're into hardcore endgame raiding or PvP seasons, you will not be missing out on anything if you stick with us for the 10-year journey and even longer. You will have these windows of opportunities that will hopefully provide perfectly for you to take a couple of months rest so you can fully recover and relapse back to World of Warcraft. So here is the tier list. For now we have planned 24 tiers of raids, and we want to finish the classic story with the Emerald Dream Raid. In the Emerald Dream Raid we will have the normal version on which you get to meet Malfurion in classic version of Azeroth, which you never did before. And we also have a special way to have the heroic version of Malfurion be aggro and lootable also. and that's for now is this ending point of the classic storyline of this classic plus. But from there on, it's just inevitable that the numbers will keep dropping down and the game will slowly die. A majority of players that started from day one and lasted for a decade, they will be boring out. But we will keep developing more content. Players will still be stuck at level 60, and this will be classic Azeroth forever. We will have more, but from there on, we will just keep expanding how our creativity flows. But for now, this is the story. 10 years after launch, we're launching Tier 24, the horizontal raid of Emerald Dream, with normal and heroic difficulty.